Hey guys, Nick with Key Woodworks here with another unboxing video courtesy of my friends over at Harvey International Industries. They sent me out a Gyro Air G700 dust processor, and I'm going to be unboxing it and setting it up here in my shop today. Now, they did send this to me at no charge, but be rest assured that I am going to give you my honest opinion on this and let you know exactly how I feel about this machine. Now, as it comes on its own pallet, and as soon as you unwrap it and cut those tie straps, the box just falls apart. It's great. It's pretty much manufactured so that you can easily get it off the pallet and get it working in your shop almost instantaneously. So with the plastic off, that's a good look at how the G700 looks. And if you don't know how it actually works, this is how it works. So it uses this turbine to suck the dust in, and then it has these two separating cones that separates the large chips from the smaller chips and the fine particles. And you have three different areas: the large chips, small chips, and the fine dust. And that is the Gyro Air system. And I gotta say, it's pretty phenomenal. So I'm back to unboxing, I just cut off the remote, and yes, it does come with a remote control, so you don't have to buy any separate stuff. And it also comes with that little packet of treats that I'll eat later. But there's the remote. It's just very simple, on and off. Doesn't get much more simple than that. Then here is how you open the dust bin. You open the door, unrelease the latch, and then you can pull out the dust bin. And you've got those two different bays, the larger bay and the smaller bay. And as it comes on the pallet, you've got your inlet that's got the 6-inch to two 4-inches. You've got a handle, and then you have extra 4-inch dust pipe, which I won't be using, but I'll keep it around just in case. They also send you some tools, and later I found out that there's extra bags over in the fine particle bag that I did actually have to fish out later. But I'm moving on, and now I'm going to attach the handle, and it's simple as removing this side panel. And here you get to see the kind of the insides of the machine, and that is the turbine there that has the 4-inch ducting connected to it. That's what's going to pull the dust in and then throw it to those two different separators on top, to where it separates to the larger chips and the smaller chips, and then on to the fine dust. But once you get the handle on, you can just put the side panel back on, and then you're good to go on to removing the 4 ginormous lag bolts that hold the machine onto the pallet. I started this with a wrench and quickly decided to just go for it with the impact wrench. And no, that's not an impact rated socket, but I risked it. So after I got those 4 lags out, it was time to get it off of the pallet. And being that I'm just one guy in a garage, I just went after it and decided, let's just make it happen. So I rocked one side off, picked up the other side, kind of eased it off of the pallet a little bit, let it make contact with the ground, and then just jimmy it off that pallet and just hope to set it down nice and easy. It was kind of teetering right there, as you see, but it's not that heavy. It's just awkward for one person. And then I got it off the pallet. And then with it off the pallet, it was time to take it just one step further before plugging the whole thing in and letting her rip. I'm taking a page out of my buddy KJ's playbook over at Keith Johnson Custom Woodworking. You've probably heard of him. If not, I'll leave a little card there up in the top right. Go check out his channel. He makes amazing, amazing furniture. And if you also didn't know, we have a podcast together with Jason Hibbs of Bourbon Moth. It's called Shop Sounds Podcast. You may have heard of us. You may not have. Go check us out. Give us a listen. But what I'm doing here is there are 2 access ports for the HEPA filters that you can clean your machine. And it is a self-cleaning machine, which means you can hook up your dust hose to those ports, run the machine, and it will clean out those filters on its own. But it's a little cumbersome the way they have it set up now. So to relieve that, what I'm doing is adding 2 dust hose, connecting them to a Y, and then I've got a union there on that Y, so I can then add a 4-inch dust port. And what that does is allow me to use my 4-inch dust hose as my main dust collection hose for all my tools all over the shop. And then when it's time to clean those HEPA filters, I can then just use the same hose, hook up to this dust port, open the blast gate, and then clean the system. And it's pretty much as easy as that. If you don't have this dust port, you can still just hook up to each of those filters at the bottom, but where I'm going to be putting it in my shop, this just makes it a whole lot easier to access, and I can clean both of those filters in one shot. So that's pretty easy. So as you can see here, I'm going to now add the 6-inch to 4-inch. It's actually 2 4-inches, and they give you another reducer on one of those ports. But now I'm going to be putting in the dustbin. It's as simple as that. Super easy, rolls right in, and then you have the latch go up, lift it, and the dustbin is in place. Simply turn the knobs to lock the door, and that's it. The whole system is ready to go. So with it ready to go, I need to move everything out of the way so I can put it in its home. And where I'm going to be putting it is right there behind where I'm standing, where my CNC is. And luckily everything is on wheels in my shop, so it doesn't take a whole lot to move stuff around. However, this CNC table has just become pretty much a catch-all for all kinds of stuff. The lower half is just full of all kinds of scrap wood that I don't even know what it is. And also I'm trying to sell that CNC, but that's another story for another day. But once I get everything moved out, swept up, you can see how easy it is to move this dust processor. It is on casters right out of the gate, so it's super easy to move around. You could really use it as a mobile dust collector if you really wanted to. Excuse me, dust processor. That's a little bit different. They use dust processor because it's going to process that dust into those different bins. But anyways, as it sits, it's the perfect dust collector for me. And this is my favorite part of anything new, peeling off that plastic. That is just the most satisfying thing ever. And now let's get a little sound test on it. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn it at the minimum, which is 40 hertz, and then I'll let you hear it before I turn it up to max. So as it spools down there, you can tell it's really not that loud of a machine. And if you attach a dust hose, which I will be doing, obviously, it gets even quieter. So I am really looking forward to having this in my shop as a dust processor to keep everything running nice and smooth and clean. Thanks again so much to Harvey for sending this out. I'll be sure to give you guys an update in 6 months to a year to how much I like this machine or how much it turned out to be a bummer. But I'm thinking it's going to be great. Thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.